today's tornado as well. Now let's join Nadine for some information on the destruction.
Being very, very sad. The preliminary estimate is that it is at the top end of a EF4 with winds 320 kilometers per hour, 322 kilometers per hour would push it into the threshold of an EF5. And interestingly, back in 1999, out of that devastating tornado that again struck the Moore area, that's when the National Weather Service decided to change up the wording in terms of some of the warnings and trying to get people to heed the warnings for severe weather. And again, look at the stats, and one of the main things we want to point out to you, the gate-to-gate share we've been talking about. A share is basically a change in the wind speed and the wind direction. And so one of the tools that forecasters use when looking at the Doppler radars, they're looking for that signature of circulation, that gate-to-gate share, or that velocity couplet, where the inbound and outbound winds are going in opposite direction, and that share was at 320 kilometers per hour. Again, continuing into this evening, we will be looking at the risk continuing through the air. There are still many sections of the U.S. that are looking at severe thunderstorm watches and tornado warnings that are continuing as we speak. Looking at the thunderstorms that are pushing across Lake Huron for us here at home, if you're heading out momentarily, you might want to change your plans. If you are anywhere around the Bruce Peninsula, down the shores of Huron toward, say, the Goderich region, as you can see, that line of thunderstorms are moving onto you right now. And look at the watches that have been in place right now in Canada. Some of these areas have been upgraded to severe thunderstorm warnings. We'll send it back over now to Mike to take a look at what some of the responses of our folks are saying on Twitter.
Thank you very much, Nadine. Now, of course, a programming note. Tonight's episode of Angry Plant will be preempted because of our continuing coverage of the active weather headed towards the shores of Lake Huron, and as we continue to cover the devastation from the tornado in Oklahoma. I just want to show you some footage right now of the rescue efforts. As we see, a lot of rescue crews are there, and Nadine mentioned the EF5 that hit Moore, Oklahoma in 1999. That was reached wind speeds of 511 kilometers per hour. However, people in the path of that tornado had an hour of lead time.